I don't know how to start these videos. I'm not saying that we back because that's a KOT4Q thing. And so, I mean, it's going to be a work in progress. Yesterday, I dropped a video where I was going over why I believe that Rudy Gobert should be an all-star video breakdown. It was dope. Some of y'all disagree. That's cool, but you enjoyed the video of me breaking it down. That's what we like to see. You don't have to agree with everything I said, but if you enjoy it, we chilling. So that was cool breaking stuff down, but sometimes I just want to sit back and literally react to highlights I haven't seen. So today we're starting a series where I'm going through the highest game scores in NBA history to, well, react to them. Some of y'all looking at me like, Kenny, what the heck is game score? You mean like if a game go to triple overtime is 115 or 114? Now think about it, that is a very low score game for triple overtime. But no, it's an actual stat. What is game score statistic? This statistic was invented by John Hollinger to provide a rough measure of a player's performance in a given game. The scale onto, dyslexia. The scale upon which the player's game score is based on the same as point score. If a player has a game score of 40, that is amazing, while the game score of 10 is average. So basically, it's a way to define some of the greatest performances of all time. It's not an exact science, but I think it's a good place to start if we want to react to the best performances of all time. So you look at me, Kenny, what's the best performance in NBA history? There's an entire list of specific games that are considered the best of all time. So today we're reacting to this one. It says right here that the 10 is average. Jordan had one that was 64.6. So in this stat, this is Jordan's, not as Jordan's, the world's greatest game of basketball. And it's only counting the regular season. I don't know about the playoffs. We may go through that. But that was 1990, a couple 6 years before I was born. So I think I know what game this is, but again, I wasn't born yet. I can only see highlights and where I'm gonna react to them live because it's probably been years since I've actually seen that. We got a game by Kobe that we're gonna go through in the next couple days. We're gonna skip number 3, but James Harden's game, I remember that. Devin Booker, we all remember that. Anthony Davis. So I want to go through a lot of these games on this list and just purely react to some of the best games in history. Leave a like. Let's go get to the game. Okay, so this is the game. He put up 69 points, nice, against the Cleveland Cavaliers, 1990. 12 minutes of a highlight from one game. That lets you know that my boy was out here hooping the greatest of all time. And again, this is before I was born, so the best I can say is that maybe I have seen these highlights, but it's been a very long time. There's a whole documentary about the second, or the first and second three-peat that I remember watching like a decade ago. But other than that, this is about to be completely new. Oh, I forgot one thing. I am an official reacting YouTuber. You see I got the your digs on. Dope. One more thing. I went out and copped the green screen, and this is my first time using one in like 8 years, so I may suck with it, but give me some time throughout the videos, I'll get better with it. But now I can be anywhere in the world because of this little green screen, and now I don't take up so much of your screen while we're watching these highlights. Okay, so Jordan just scored his first bucket. I don't even remember it happening, but let's see. Showing that defense, you know, defensive player of the year. Was it one-time defensive player of the year? Look at that, just getting in there, getting gritty. It's just so crazy how the game has evolved from this point. And I'm very curious to what Jordans he's wearing. And it's the 90s. So I would guess early 1990. I would guess he's hooping in some 4s or 5s. But the footage is so grainy, I can't even tell what my man hooping in. Those are 5s. He's hooping in some 5s, baby. Let's go, Jordan. 4 points at this point, getting assists. So it only shows me that he has 69 points, which is, of course, one of the greatest, like, as far as high points in NBA history. But he had to have a lot of assists. He had to have like some good defensive steals, blocks, rebounds, maybe. I don't really know. Bro, this man's just a pure ISO king. Midi, leaning. He got it all, bro. This is my GOAT. Watching this makes me feel good. Again, this is way before my time. Probably way before your time. I was watching this too. But you gotta love the purity. And that's off him. That's crazy. You gotta love the purity in that jump shot. You got to. Love or hate, you could be a LeBron. Do you think that LeBron is a GOAT? That's dope. But you gotta a 3? Jordan hit a 3? That's 9 points already. And it just shows how much the game has evolved. Because they used to watch games, like this is what I'm about to say. They used to watch games where the score wasn't always there. The time wasn't always there. Now we see, no matter what, if you tune into a game, you know what the score is. You know how much time is on the clock. players at home used to like have to keep that on their hand. Like, okay, Jordan got 7. Now he got 11. I think it's about 3 minutes left in the game. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Now we just spoiled off the screen. That's just so easy. That's him putting in his hours to just be able to pull up like that. And one. And one. Wow. Can you imagine being at this game? You see the greatest performance in NBA history, regular season history. Something you tell your kids about. That's something I would tell my kids about. Like, I've been to a game where Jokic had 40 in Atlanta like 2 weeks ago. It's a great game, but it wouldn't compare nothing to this. Shout out to Bill Cartwright, the nastiest looking jumper, but it went in. BJ, so yeah, I'm guessing he got a lot of rebounds. They're showing rebounding highlights, which means that he had a lot of them. That's 3 people. That's 3 people trying to cover my man. It looks so easy. Was it that easy? Or did he just make it look easy? Sure, this is the guy, man. Good screen. It's like they don't even guard the 3-pointer back then because it wasn't really that much of a thing. Somebody hitting a 3 was like a rarity. Nowadays, they tacking on to those 3-point shooters. B.J. Armstrong was a great 3-point shooter. He was in like a couple 3-point competitions. And in this clip so far, my man's has been wide open because they didn't even respect the 3-point shot back then. They were so worried about Michael Jordan that they didn't even care about B.J. Armstrong, just a great 3-point shooter. Doubling him. Didn't matter. Jesus Christ. I don't know how much time is in the game. Is this still the first half or what? They're doubling him. Shout out to Stacey King. You know, he's announcing for Bulls games now. And he always talk about him loving playing with Mike. That's a good connection right there. Jordan, man. Wow. And this was some good footage, too. Sometimes you look at footage from the 90s, 80s, even early 2000s, and you cannot tell what's going on. Shout out to this channel for going through the archives and making this footage look better. Shout out to Will Purdue for the pick. Okay, he's got 29 points. We're still in the second quarter. He's about that 30 plus points going into halftime. Now, we see that happen in the NBA from time to time now, but it's very rare that you match your first half stats to your second half. You know what I'm saying? Very rare that the player comes out and have 30 in the first half and then 30 in the second half. Because there's defensive changes. There's so much that happens. And sometimes players just cool off. Not Jordan. Not now. It's just too easy. If a player took that shot nowadays, we'll be talking about being a bad shot. But the fact that it was Jordan and it was early 90s, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. 33 points. Soaring, everything. He's hit everything in his package. You know what I'm saying? Offensively. It's just being in the gym for as many years and hours that he did. This makes me happy as a Bulls fan because, though, again, I wasn't born yet. Oh, that could have been bad. Wow. Thank God that he caught him. Wow, that could have been really, really bad. They call a tech on it. Wow. Okay. I don't even know what I was saying before that. Either way. That's like a double team, snatch back, just crossover, bing, bing, real quick. Another tech? They just filling my man's stat line at this point. They like, just get your points. It does help that he's a really good free throw shooter too. I'll let it to Jordan. Good pass. That's what I'm talking about. That's BJ. That's not a 3, but that just shows you the BJ had that fajitas, what we call it. They're like, if it's coming off his hand, it's hot. That fajita. Triple team, basically. Good pass. Everything, bro. Everything in this game. Again, I don't remember watching highlights from this game, so this is all brand new to me. And it's not a flashy 45 points, bro. It's just mid-range jumpers. Got a smaller defender on him, posts him up, and just turns and shoots. It just makes everything look so easy. And the five's looking clean too. Oh my God. I can't imagine hooping at any of my Jordans nowadays. But that's just what he did. They also make them differently now. They're not performance shoes anymore. They're more fashion. But I couldn't imagine hooping in some 5s specifically. Hooping in some 11s, I can do that. Not no 5s. Not no 5s. The tongue is all big and stuff. And he ends up with 69. So we still got 17 more points. Some assists, it looks like. Shout out to John Paxson, even though we don't like what he does nowadays. But back then, he was a knockdown shooter too. That's a 3. Oh my God. If you hot, you hot, bro. If you're hot, you're hot. And Jordan was hot tonight. Okay. All right. Okay. Who is coaching for this team? That this simple pin down, this dude got 54 points right now. And you letting this simple pin down work? Watch this. I mean, they're running the triangle. Simple pin down. Why are we getting rid of the double team here? I'd be mad if I was a fan. Like, bro, that's what we doing. But it's also a close game. It's only a 4-point game, as you just saw. It's not like he blowing them out. Was that 4 minutes left, 5 minutes left? So it's a close game, bro. Did this game go to OT? Or did Jordan just close? He ends with 69. So if this game does not go to OT, these last 5 minutes, he just took over. Another simple pin down.
Jordan looking for his 59th and 60th points. He's got him. 60 points for Jordan.
Oh man. And look, he's still giving it all defensively too. That's my GOAT, bro. That is my GOAT. That's my GOAT, man. Man got 60 points right now. Probably tired as all heck. And still giving great defensive possessions. Ooh, hold on, that's a tough one. Was that Craig Elo? Craig Elo. Wow. All right, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? This game is 100% going to OT. Let's see this possession. You better pick that man up. You better. He's a bad man. You better pick him up.
Jordan's going for 3. He does not get it. We're in overtime.
Hey, I know you hot, MJ. I know you hot. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoever this is wide open. I can't even see your number right now, so my fault. But the way he's standing to tell me this man ain't no shooter. So. Yeah, that's big. Is that Stacey? That might be Stacey King or Bill Cartwright. This is great defense by the Cavs because even though he's getting double team and got a third help, there's nobody else open. I was gonna say, dang, Jordan passed the ball, but it's nobody to pass it to. And since you got the high hand and there's nobody to pass it to, take the shot. Take the shot. So they are going to OT. Jordan still got a little bit of hair on his head. He should. Yeah, just cut it out, bro. Just cut it out, bro. So now he's matched his career high with 63. Where you at defensively, MJ? He's right there. He's everywhere. Good D, Jordan. Good D, Mike. Why do I feel so invested in this game? I know the outcome. I know the outcome in this game. It's a W for the Bulls. But I feel so invested. Kobe's game is next. 64. That's a career high. And in 1990, that would make him a 5-year pro at this point. So he's still relatively young in his NBA career. Give it to Jordan. Still not double team. Ah, he made it. So he got one more bucket this game. Jordan got a board. I don't see. This would be way more impactful if I knew how much time was on the clock. Oh, it's 7 seconds. There were 7 seconds. I don't know what the score was at this point. There were 7 seconds. So that offensive rebound just clinched the game. And you know it's Jordan. You know he ended with 69 points. So he knocking both of these down. 18 rebounds, 7 assists. Also, the steals we saw too.
Right there. Pete Maravich had 68 along with Wilt Chamberlain.
Wow.
Cleveland is absolutely
The
shell-shocked
GOAT.
right now. They can't.
Wow, what a game. What a game. A young Phil Jackson I just saw. Craig Elo showing love. No, bro. Dude just dropped 69 on you. You don't show him no love. And he just hit a shot on y'all in the, was that the playoffs the year before or 2 years before? I'm going to be showing MJ no love. Hard fouls from here on out. Oh, this game, Tracy McGrady versus MJ. He had 12 points. 12. Monster game by both. I see 12 points. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, 5 blocks, though. I didn't see that. So maybe, I guess you consider that a monster game for a rookie. That is the greatest regular season performance of all time. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave it a like. If there's other games on the top of your mind you want to see me react to, whether it be old-time games, recent games, let me know. Recent highlights, I'm here for it, all right? I'll be back. Peace.